Moving on very quickly, TT World Series, that thing, any comments? Do you want to see this brand go worldwide?
Well, there has been work carried out on this now for, I think, the last 18 months to 2 years. They've got it to the stage now where they want to test the water to see whether, in fact, there is any genuine interest in the wider business community in motorcycle promotions, and indeed whether, in fact, there are suitable alternative courses in other parts of the world for the Isle of Man to link up with. The note which has gone out this week really is just looking for initial expressions of interest. We're a long way from any final decision making. There'll be a lot of discussions which will have to take place subsequent to this exercise being closed. It's an exciting possibility. The TT is the Isle of Man's best known brand worldwide. It's the biggest driver we have to promote tourism and build awareness of the Isle of Man. If there are other ways of adding to that, then we have a duty to explore it, I think, and that's what they're doing at the moment.
Okay, and finally, I almost dread to bring this name up again, Pinewood, and the ongoing saga that is still not being cleared up. Confidence now, do you want that decision made, I understand. Eddie Tier says something has to be done one way or the other. You concur with that?
Yes. Mr. Beecroft's campaign against Stephen Christian and indirectly Pinewood has been very damaging for the Isle of Man. It has to be tidied up as quickly as possible. There are a number of opportunities which we are looking at the moment, but I think this has been a very damaging period for the Isle of Man. It's ruptured relationships, I think, with Pinewood, with the film industry generally. It's sent out a very negative message from the Isle of Man about government's ability to work with the private sector. Had her resolution gone through and the Isle of Man had in effect pulled out of the contract with Pinewood by no further investment, quite apart from the legalities of it, would send out a very, very strong message that the Isle of Man government can't be trusted to partner the private sector on new economic initiatives. So we've got to the stage now where the damage is done. There's no retrieving the situation, I don't think, and we have to find a way now to bring this speedily to an end one way or another. And
what it's interesting what you said there. Extricate yourself from this deal, in other words. Is it all over now because your damage has been done, you say?
Sorry, what I was meaning was that the Isle of Man's reputation in that media circle has been damaged, and it's hard to see how we can come back from
that. So if it's damaged, you need to then get out of this, do you?
Well, we need to see how best we can deal with the situation. We're having to deal with that now. I think it's extremely unfortunate. The film industry has been very, very successful for the Isle of Man. I think this year is the 20th year. It's 20 years this year the first film was made. It's brought in huge amounts of money for government and for the business community generally. It's raised the Isle of Man's profile worldwide in many, many areas and opened up other opportunities for us.
Do you concur, though, it hasn't actually made any money in the sense of this fund and everything?
Well, the share price, I think, has nearly doubled from when we bought it. We are in a very healthy financial position.
So you could exit it now and make a profit?
Yes, I mean, we could sell them tomorrow and probably double the money. But some of the films have been more successful than others, no question about that. But overall, and it was verified some time ago in the report that was carried out, the film industry over those 20 years has brought in very nearly £300 million to the Isle of Man exchequer.
But the UK has caught up. I mean, they saw what you were doing. They've actually changed all the rules. They've actually enticed them to stay on board now.
The UK have changed their own approach to the film industry. That's what's made the difference.
So it's not actually competitive anymore to be here?
It's not, because Osborne several months ago brought in special tax allowances for the film industry. He's realised how important the film industry is to the UK, and their benefits that they have on offer are greater than the Isle of Man can offer, so we can't compete on that area. We're also, we should look at what goes on in Wales. Wales has done exactly the same as the Isle of Man. It's gone into the same sort of partnership with Pinewood, and they are absolutely delighted with the outcome of that. So it's disappointing when you have the United Kingdom itself really driving forward, and both the Prime Minister and the Chancellor have strongly supported the industry. Wales have strongly supported the industry, and yet Manx politicians want us to walk away from it.
Well, you say Manx politicians, but obviously Ms Beecroft particularly is the one that you keep mentioning. But is it because you haven't been able to get that message across to your own MHKs of what this meant to the Isle of Man, and therefore you were dirty washing?
There is no dirty washing. I mean, it really makes me angry when I hear comments like that, because there is no dirty washing. It's a very straightforward a series of business deals.
But why couldn't you convince her then? Why couldn't you get?
I don't know. You have to ask her that.
Yeah.
She has been invited on a number of occasions to meet Mr. Christian face to face, so that they could work through all the details, so she fully understands it. I understand that she's refused to take up any of those offers. I don't know what else that can be done. Treasury I think, have met with her and explained the mechanics of it. If you have a member who is either so determined not to listen to the explanation, or simply to use it as a political football, there's not an awful lot we can do at the end of the day.